Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. I thought I would start a little reading vlog. It's been a while since I've done a reading vlog. I enjoy doing them for myself, so you know what the heck. So let's, what we're doing, we're gonna kick off a little, summer reading. Yesterday was the 20th, which was the solstice, so that, officially kind of kicks off summer, right? And it also officially kicked off the Scary Summer Reading Challenge, which was created by Kim over at the Paper Traveler. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of reading for that, I think, for the next few days, and then probably some other bits and bobs that get in there to finish, because I feel like June's almost over, though we've got a little it's not quite over, but I feel like it's flying by. But anyway, so yeah, the Scary Summer Challenge it's gonna be really fun. So I'm just gonna do here reminder of kind of some things I had picked for my June TBR for it, but we'll see kind of what I end up reading to. But this one, Newton Circuit, this could be the book for a book to read, for the prompt to read a book with a scary, creepy cover. Creepy, yeah. And then The Creek by Rayne to read a novella, yeah. And then to read a book by an author that I have already read some before. I want to get to this one really bad. I want to read Nestlings so bad. Yes, and then a book I remembered that I had, which kind of works perfectly for this little event, and because the main goal of the event is to work your way through the prompts so that by the end you're diving into Lake Erie, right? And then Kim has sort of deemed, a few of us ladies that have joined her, the ladies of the lake. But I forgot that my kiddo had picked this out one day when we were at Barnes & Noble. Spooky Lakes, right? This is 25 Strange and Mysterious Lakes That Dot Our Planet. This is by Geo Rutherford. And yeah, so let me see. It's an illustrated thing that documents spooky lakes. So, I mean, it sounds great. So here is this one. So like Lake, is that Chagan? Yeah. Oh, it looks like a nuclear thing happened there. Okay, so I think that'd be fun, yeah. So yeah, so I got these. And like I said, I may not read, any of those, we'll see. But from here, I'm gonna go read one of these spooky books. I don't know what I want first, but I'll check in later. All right. Thought I'd do a little check-in. Today is, what is today? Thursday, June 26th. We celebrated my son's birthday yesterday. He turned 13. What is going on? How is he 13 already? I don't know. Anyway, I've read a few things. And I've watched the birds. So watching the birds was one of the little bonus prompts for the challenge, Watch the birds and then watch Friday the 13th. So I've watched the birds already. My library had it, so I just checked out the DVD. It was great. And I have already read this story before. I don't know that I'll reread that. That is the group pick for the challenge. But it had been, I read the story pretty recently, enough in my mind to kind of remember the gist of it. But it's been a little while since I've watched this movie, and yeah, it's still great. I think it's one that still definitely holds up. There is a definite tension and fear when you watch this movie, I think. The birds is great. It's Tippi Hedren. I mean, I think it's her first role. What's the dude's name? I'm trying to blank on his name. Rod Taylor? I don't sound right. Anyway, Jessica Tandy. a young Suzanne Plachette. I mean, it was great. Alfred Hitchcock, right? And then, you know, it's filmed, you know, some of the exterior shots, you know, are filmed in Bodega Bay, California. That'd be really fun to go there someday. I think the restaurant is still like looks the same. It's still in business and everything. So that would be a really fun thing to do sometime. Anyway, yeah, I really, I highly recommend watching it and see how you feel about it. You know, it's graphics of the time, right? But still, there is this something to be, you know, scared about when, you know, what if all the birds just turn against us and like, and it's not, you know, you don't know why and look what's going on and you don't know when and, you know, it's quite scary. It really is frightening. So yeah, that was fun. It was fun to watch that again. It's been a long time since I watched it. Yes, I have finished reading The Creek by Rayne. It's my prompt for reading a sort of short story or novella. Excuse me. Really liked this. It's sort of a coming age type of story. If you like coming of age, definitely recommend. But it's a short one. A lot of coming of age books are sometimes really long, but this one was actually quite it's pretty short. I left the book upstairs, so I'm not gonna grab it. But it follows. It takes place right in the summer, so it is perfect to read now. We're following a sort of young high school kid. He lives with his father. Where did this take place? Upstate, like somewhere in like the New York mountains areas. And yeah, so like I said, he lives with his dad, and it's just the two of them, you know. And next door to them was this old campground that had been, you know, kind of just empty for a while, not owned by anyone, until this summertime rolls around and it has been bought, and this kind of caravan of folk move in. And it turns out the campground was then bought out by this sort of kind of religious cult, really, that has now moved into town. And the leader of the cult is this man, and when you know, he's got a teenage daughter, and so of course, you know, they connect. Our main, you know, character and her connect and have a little, you know, they, you know, come together, sort of a relationship, a little summer relationship, as he's kind of slowly getting kind of intertwined and mingled into this cult and seeing what's going on. And yeah, it was really good. At a short, you know, span of time, the author really, you know, fleshed out this cult, these characters, and you really felt for what was going on. You wanted to know what was going on. I don't know. It was really good. It was really good. I really liked it. And yeah, so I highly recommend it. There is also another short story at the end of this book called Husk. Also really good. Also very good. And very interesting story, you know, about this guy who, in a poker match, I think, wins a treasure map. And so he and his sort of lady friend go on a hike through the woods to try to find this treasure. Maybe it's a bit more than they've bargained for. Yeah, it was really good, actually. A lot of tension in that one and kind of scary. Good imagery, just, you know, hiking through a forest, that kind of thing. Yeah, it was good. They were both, yeah, really good. Good stuff. I liked it. I did listen to the audiobook for not necessarily scary summer reading challenge related, but it is a good time to read a story like this. Picnic at Hanging Rock. This is a book club pick for Jen over at Literary Love 123's it's her new book club that she started. And yeah, so I listened to the audiobook. Very interesting story about this town. You know, it's kind of a small, you know, town in, I think it's Australia, right? And it's 1900, I think, the time period. And there's this sort of girls, you know, boarding school, and some of the girls go to a picnic at Hanging Rock, right? And 4 of them go missing. And so we are trying to figure out what's going on with the ladies as we, you know, characters are, you know, we meet characters, you know, along the way in the aftermath of everything to try to figure out the story. I really liked this. It was so much, to me, I feel like it was so much said in what wasn't being said, and I don't know. It was super interesting. I'm very much looking forward to her live chat about it, because I feel like I'm probably missing some stuff here, you know what I mean? So I'll link Jen's channel below if this video happens to come out. It should come out before her live chat, so I'll link her below. Go check it out, her channel. And like I said, I'll look forward to the live chat. Anyway, but I do need to pick something else to read right as of now. I'm gonna shift a minute here. Let's see. I've got, because I wanted to read Nestlings, and so I think this one I get into next. So I really want to read this book, and so I think this is gonna be what I'm gonna read next for the Scary Summer Challenge. This is for the prompt to read a book by someone that I've already read a book by before. So yeah, excited for that. And yeah, so actually tonight, my son is staying over at his grandma's for a couple of nights. And so we are actually going to go see 28 Years Later tonight. So I'm really excited for that. I mean, highly anticipated movie for me. So we were just taking the opportunity that we have a kid-free night, which is very rare, to have a little movie date night tonight. So I'll check in I'll check in, let you know what I thought about it. Words and stuff. Anyway. Yeah, that's it for now. I'll check in later.
Oh God! Oh no! Operator, get me the sheriff.
This is Sheriff McCafferty. What's the emergency?
Birds. Oh no! The turtles have now picked up sandwiches!
Oh, I get it. The turtles are bullying the sandwiches like the birds bullied the turtles. It's a cycle.
And now the turtles have learned to fly without the help of the birds!
As have the sandwiches.
Hey y'all, thought I'd check in. I haven't checked in a little while. It's been a little busy around here. We are in July now. Today is July 2nd. So I want to go ahead and finish up Nestlings by Nat Cassidy for this Scary Summer Reading Challenge. And I think this will fit for the prompt, of course, to read a book by an author that I've already read before and fulfill the read a book with a spooky cover, because I think that'll work for that. And I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm not quite halfish way, almost halfish way. I've been reading a little bit here, and I've just hit part 3, so that was a good kind of stopping point. And yeah, I'm enjoying the heck out of this so far. We're following a married couple, Anna and Reed, and they've got a little baby who's, I think, about to turn 1. Is little Charlie, and they recently sort of won this, they live in New York City, and they recently won this kind of like a lottery, apartment lottery, to move into the Deptford Apartments in Manhattan, which is a real la-di-da type of place. Like, it's very well known in the city and all that kind of thing. It's got a rich history of, of tenants and everything. And you're like, it's the Deptford, right? Yep. And they're like, gosh, how lucky we get to go and not actually have to pay an arm and a leg to live there because of the lottery and everything. It sounds perfect, right? Yeah. So some things, of course, might be too good to be true, as they have moved in, and yeah, things are happening, right? So, and then, we're also just in the relationship of, getting through the relationship of this couple in general. They've kind of had some hard times, because Anna, when she gave birth to little Charlie, became paralyzed, and so now is a wheelchair user. And so that kind of, of course, brings about its own sort of stress and adjustment and everything to, for her life, of course, and then their life together and everything. And, Reed is, he's very excited to move into the place. And, yeah, he's kind of he's a little slightly obsessed about the Deptford now that he's moved in. So he's going through some stuff. And again, just something's going to happen. It's been a kind of a slow build so far, but yeah, it's really good. And I'm very curious about what actually is going on. Yeah, it's been really good so far. Some couple good kind of creepy scenes, you know. And yeah, so it's been good. So I'm gonna continue on with that till it's finished. And yeah, we'll wrap up that vlog, and then I'm gonna go full, you know, ham into my July stuff. But I want to finish this up because I'm enjoying it so much. So I'll check in when I got something else to say. Hey y'all, I just want to wrap up my little vlog for the scary summer reading challenge. Yeah, because I finished Nestlings by Nat Cassidy. Y'all, I loved this. I loved this so much. Forgive me. We had a pool day. We spent, gosh, probably about 4 hours at the pool this day. I got pool hair. It's summertime. I'm sorry, but no one ever looks good in the summertime. Anyway, so Nestlings by Nat Cassidy. Yes. So I loved it. I loved Mary by this author, so I was really looking forward to reading something else by him. And yeah, this was also a hit, and I'm so excited. We are basically following this married couple, and Anna and Reed. Did I talk about what this book was about already? I can't think I did, but anyway, they have moved. Yeah, I think I talked about it already. They moved into this like, you know, hoity-toity, you know, apartment in Manhattan through like a lottery, and they've got a young child who's almost turning 1. Her name's Charlie, and you know, things have stopped. Things are happening, right? Okay, it's a very slow build, but it just increasingly gets more and more like tense, and you know, kind of like, you know, you're biting your nails, kind of like, oh, what is going to happen you next, you know? As Reed, who is feeling the deep connection to this place for some, you know, he's in it, like he is in it, right? And so he kind of there's a point where he meets another tenant, we'll say, right? And that opens us up to what is really going on in this building. And that's all I'm going to say. I think you need to read it, because what you think it is not. And yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The ending was fantastic. Went in a direction I did not see, was not expecting. The overall, what the story was about, I wouldn't have guessed it. You know, yeah, highly recommend it. It is so good. So yes, please read this book. It's very good. I did also read through Spooky Lakes. This is a big picture book. Well, it's a little bit more than pictures. It's got little stories too. But anyways, 25 Strange and Mysterious Lakes That Dot Our Planet by Geo Rutherford. It felt very summery to talk about some spooky lakes. And yeah, this was really good too. Very just interesting. And as it says, it talks about 25 lakes that have, you know, interesting stories about them. Be they, you know, there's a couple that are like, toxic from like nuclear waste, or like highly acidic because of volcanic, you know, activity. There's like, and they're not even all like watery lakes. Some are like lava lakes and like tar pit lakes, you know, excuse me, stuff like that. So Very interesting. I really like the illustrations in here. And yeah, it was very informative. It spans the globe and everything. It's just super interesting. And throughout all the illustrations as well, there are some tiny hidden ghosts, which are a lot of fun to try to find as well. And yeah, this was just super informative. My favorite was Hello Jellyfish Lake. I've never heard of Jellyfish Lake. Let me find it to remember where it is located. Here it is. It is in Palau. That's right, in Palau. So it's in like the Pacific Islands, and it is literally this lake. It's literally this lake full of jellyfish, and they're not like a stinging jellyfish, so you can go and swim with them. New item added to bucket list. What the hell? That sounds like cool. I'm gonna link a video that I had to look it up. I'm gonna link this YouTube video of this that I watched of people swimming through it. So, oh my god, can you imagine? Amazing. So anyway, so yeah. Oh, there's also this lake. It wasn't Mexico, but it was Nicaragua, right? Where like shark live in this lake. Anyway, very interesting, super entertaining. I think, you know, something for all ages. Very, very fun. And yeah, so I'm really glad that. And then Gagas Kim, you know, called us ladies of the lake. Those ladies that were participating in her event. So anyway, so I think I overall succeeded with the challenge. Of the Scary Summer Challenge. Let me get to the prompts here. My kid is coming upstairs, so he was probably going to be a little noisy here in a minute, so we're just going to have to roll with it, okay? Where did my thing go? I didn't ever get to read The Birds, but I have read The Birds by Daphne du Maurier already, so I didn't ever actually officially read out outside at night. I did read at night. We're going to call that book with a creepy cover, and book that from an author that I've read from before. Of course, Nestlings works for that. I read The Creek. Let me grab that over here really quickly. I read The Creek, which is to read a short novella, or The Creek by Rayne. Also kind of summery vibes as well. And yes, that was the main 5 prompts. And I did watch The Birds, of course, the Alfred Hitchcock movie. I didn't ever get to watching Friday the 13th. I actually try to do it after sometime this summer. Try to see if my VCR actually still works. So I have this tape that my friend sent me. It'd be kind of fun to watch on the VCR. All right, we'll see. We'll see if I get to that, but sometime this summer. But yeah, I just, you know, we had summer vibes. Like I said, we went to the pool today, and I think we're gonna get some ice cream this evening. Go out to this farm that's, you know, just a few miles away. They have ice cream and stuff. Anyway. It's July 4th today, so I feel like the 4th really just kind of kicks off summer, you know what I mean, for around here in the U.S. anyway. Even though I'm not necessarily feeling very patriotic, but anyway. All right, I'm going to end this vlog here. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you participated in the Scary Summer Challenge, what you read, all that good stuff, what you're doing for summer. I don't know. I hope you're having a good time. And yeah, hanging in there like always. Thanks for watching. If you don't have anything, you know, sort of, you know, that you want to say, leave something summary in the description, you know, a swimmer or a cone of ice cream or, you know, something like that. All right, y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. So cool. Come on, you super pumpkin. Badass. Come on, bacon. I'm remembering I've had this cross stitch piece I did too. Several many years ago now. I need to get it in like a frame or something, but I'm not bad about actually doing that with my finished cross stitches. But anyway, there you go.